It's time for this week's episode of Brandon Sports Talk, featuring in-depth interviews from those who are trending in the world of athletics. And now, here's the host of Brandon Sports Talk, Brandon Pate.
Welcome back to Brandon Sports Talk. In today's episode, I have the privilege to interview the Metropolitan Riveters NWHL hockey player Madison Packer. How are you doing today?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing good. Can you talk about how you knew that you wanted to play professional hockey?
Yeah, so I didn't really know. There wasn't a league when I graduated college, but it came about shortly after that. So I got the opportunity to go to a tryout and made the team in New York. And it started out as I was going to maybe do it for a season or two, but the league's been around for a while, and it's been a good run.
What was your college experience like at Wisconsin?
It was pretty awesome. You know, we treated pretty well there. It's probably better than most professional experiences, male or female. That's what a lot of the pros who come back on the guys' side will often say, that you don't get treated as well as you do when you're at Wisconsin. So we obviously just the academic aspect and having the football team, it was a fun campus to be a part of, but then also the sports aspect. I mean, they treat you better than arguably anywhere in the country. So I'm definitely grateful for my time there.
What did you accomplish during your college time?
Hockey-wise, we won a national championship my freshman year. I competed in 3 Frozen Fours, played a lot of hockey, and then away from the rink on the academic side, I was an English major, minored in creative writing, and then got to meet a lot of good friends and teammates. Some of my teammates from Wisconsin are still my best friends. I got a couple of them coming down to Florida this week to hang out. So I wouldn't trade my time there for anything in the world.
What was the time like winning the Frozen Four?
That was awesome. We had a phenomenal team that year. Megan Duggan was the captain. I say it a lot, but I was blessed and very fortunate to be able to play for a leader like her. I think that she's one of the best leaders in sports maybe ever. I still get together with her now and then. But I think that our run that year, you know, we were very on the ice, and it's easy to get ahead of yourself. And Megs did a good job of keeping everyone level-headed and made it fun, but also held everyone accountable. And so that was one of my most fun years of hockey ever. Obviously, winning is an amazing experience. I mean, they had fire trucks and police car escort from the airport. We flew a private plane home. It was just a huge party in the city of Madison for about a week or two after we won. But then obviously getting to share that with the other players that were able to win it with me was pretty special.
Can you talk about, of course, being into the inauguration season of the NWHL?
Yeah, that was special. I remember playing in the game, the first women's professional game ever in North America, where the players were getting paid, was in Connecticut that first season, and the Whale played the Riveters. I think we lost. I don't remember the score, but I just remember there were hundreds and hundreds of people who had come from all over the place to watch the game. And it was pretty cool. You know, that first year, everything we did was the first time we did it. So it was a lot less about hockey. You know, we weren't team on the ice that year, but we did pretty well given what we had to work with. And, you know, we got to go to Japan. We just got we got to do a lot of things, even away from the rink, that were pretty cool and special to be a part of, especially considering it was the first season, like you said. So.
What was it like signing with the New York Riveters and now transitioning into, of course, the Metropolitan Riveters?
Yeah, it was exciting. I think at the time, nobody really knew what it meant because the league hadn't been around and there was a little uncertainty as to where it was going to go. But for me, it was a dream come true. I never thought I would make money playing hockey like I have. So it was a dream come true in a funny way, because it wasn't really something. Some little girls grow up or at least used to grow up thinking they wanted to play in the NHL. I never had that dream. I wanted to be an Olympian and play hockey as long as I could. I didn't think that I would ever be able to make a career out of it like I have. So that was pretty special, and I think I was fortunate to be in the right place at the right time to make it happen.
What was it like playing in the All-Star games?
It's fun. The All-Star game is about everything but hockey. I mean, the skills competition is fun. People do crazy things that you don't normally see in a game, right? So skills competition is fun. It's a mix of, all players from different teams. So you get to see another side of players that you don't normally see. I think for me, that was the most fun part, because, especially when I was the captain in Boston. Most interactions that I have with players on other teams is on the other side of the glass, where I'm not always the friendliest. So off the ice, I'm a prankster. I'm a jokester. I like to have a good time. So to allow, players from other teams to see that side of me is a lot of fun. And those weekends are great.
What was it like playing for Team USA hockey?
It was fun. That was a long time ago, but it was fun. I think that anytime you get to represent your country on any stage, it's a different feeling. It's a humbling experience, and it's something that I'm forever grateful for. Same thing. I've got to play with a lot of players who are still good friends of mine. I'm happy for those who went on to represent the U.S. at a higher level. I think it's arguably the greatest accomplishment in all of sports, even not even just women's hockey, but to get to represent your country on that stage is pretty unique. And especially to go on to the Olympics, it's an incredible opportunity. And I think for me, because my goal was always the Olympics and not getting there, I haven't really taken time to reflect on what it meant, but fun.
What was it like playing in Lake Placid and winning the Isabel Cup for the first time?
It was fun. The bubble in Lake Placid was interesting. Didn't go the way that we thought that it would, but Lake Placid was fun. So that's a town with a lot of hockey history. The Isabel Cup is obviously the ultimate goal at the end of things. So a lot of unique experiences and a lot of one-offs. We probably won't have another opportunity to do that, but who knows? I think that the venue was great up in Lake Placid, and I could see a world where maybe they do that going forward. I think would be a good experience for the athletes, a great experience for fans. So we'll see what they do.
What is a typical game day like for you with the Metropolitan Riveters?
Depends what time the game is, but I usually wake up, I'll go for a walk or ride the bike for a little bit. And then if it's a late game, I'll have usually a waffle for breakfast, and then take a nap, do some recovery boots on my legs, have chicken parm or something of that sort for lunch, and then head to the rink. If it's a morning game, I eat pasta for breakfast, and then I head over to the rink. But I always try and get a walk and use the Normatec before the game. And chicken parm is my game day meal always.
What was it like putting on the Metropolitan Riveters jersey for the first time?
I think it probably means more to me now. The first time I put the jersey on, just because I never thought I'd be playing for the same team for as long. And so now I think that it means a little bit more to me than it was putting on a jersey to play a hockey game, and I didn't really know all the history there. So now I'm just grateful every time I get to suit up and play a game, and hopefully I can play a lot more of them in that jersey.
Can you talk about, of course, meeting your wife for the first time in the NWHL and what that was like?
Yeah, so we played against each other a couple of times, didn't really know who each other were. And then it was her first year as the head of the PA. I called her because I had announced that I was retiring, but then I had surgery and decided I wanted to come back. And so she was, an integral part in getting me back into the league and supporting me and starting some of those conversations. So it started out as a working relationship where she was helping me get back on the ice. And then she asked me if I wanted to grab a beer. I dodged her for a while, and then we ended up meeting up in Boston for a drink, and the rest is history.
Do you have any game day rituals that you do every game?
I think the only ritual is that I eat chicken parm every game day.
What are some of your future plans when it comes to your playing career?
I would like to try and play for as long as I can. As Julian Edelman said, I'll play till the wheels fall off. So hopefully I've got a few more seasons in me. But every year it gets a little bit harder because I get older and the new players get younger and faster. So hopefully I've got a few more in me. Got to keep focusing on training and things like that, but we'll see.
What do you look forward to accomplishing in this upcoming year?
Hopefully signing another contract and heading back to the Rivs. And I think I would like to see the majority, if not all of our team from last season back, because I think we've got some unfinished business with how things ended up in Lake Placid. I think we had a pretty good group and that could have done some pretty special things. So hopefully the off season is good to me and good to the team, and we can get on the ice and win a cup next season.
What advice would you give upcoming future professional hockey players looking to get into professional hockey?
I think make the most of your time in college or university, wherever you're going to play. And then, I think the league is getting stronger every year. I think that there's going to be some expansion down the road. What that looks like, 1 team, 10 teams, I don't know. But I think that the opportunity is there. But as the opportunity grows, so does the expectation and demand on us as athletes. So I think just people staying ready, putting their head down and going to work. And it's a great thing to be a part of right now. It's more of a startup and we're growing it, but the goal and hope is in that, 10 to 15 years from now, it's a sustainable full-time job for the future generations.
That's wonderful. Where can my listeners find you at on social media?
You can find me on Twitter at Madison_Packer_, and I'm on, that's my Twitter, yeah. And on Instagram at mpacker14.
Thank you again, Madison Parker, for your interview, and best of luck with the Metropolitan Riveters in this upcoming year.
Thank you.
You can find Brandon Sports Talk on Facebook at Brandon Sports Talk, Instagram at Brandon Sports Talk, Twitter at Talk_Brandon, and you can find me on YouTube at Brandon Sports Talk. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you again, Madison, for your interview, and best of luck.
Thanks.
You've been watching Brandon Sports Talk. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to Brandon Sports Talk on social media and on YouTube.